Hi everybody, this is Boog Reviews, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the Mezco 112 Collective Gold Gomez figure. Now, before I start this review and look at his accessories, I wanted to say that the only way that you could get this was if you won their picture contest. I want to say there were 12 winners altogether, and all of the winners received this. So if you won that, that is the only way that you'll be able to get this figure for now. I doubt we'll see a future release of this, but who knows. So before I take a look at his accessories, he does come with two minifigures. First up is the all-white Mezco mystery figure. And I think they're all different colors. But yeah, I got the all-white blank one. And I'll go ahead and go over its articulation. It has a ball-jointed head that can't really look back at all. It can look down. It can move side to side. It has swivel arms that can swivel back all the way and up just about all the way. It does stop right there because of its big head. And it has swivel hips that can move all the way around. So I will go ahead and sit that one back there. Up next, he comes with a mini Gomez figure, or I think this is actually called Grub. So I think this its name is actually Grub, but it's done in a marbleized shimmery gold plastic. And it looks really good. And it has its own accessory. A little boombox, which it can hold. You just got to get it in its hand here. There. So now it has its boombox. So I think this is a really cool little minifigure that it comes with. I don't know if all of them came with it. I want to say that all of them probably came with it. But yeah, that is really nice. And for its articulation, it just has a swivel head that can move side to side. It has swivel arms that can move up just a little bit. It does stop right there because of its head. It can move back all the way. It has a swivel at the waist that can move side to side. And it has swivel hips that can move all the way around. So yeah, I think that is a really fun minifigure for Gomez to come with, and I really like that. So I'll put that back there. Let's see if I can get it to stand. I'll probably just have to lean back there. So now to move on to Gomez's accessories. So for Gomez's first accessory, you get this base right here. It's the Mezco logo, and it looks pretty nice. Now this does have a peg right there. And the way I pop it out is I just pop this in the back, and then it pops right out the front there. And then you can attach this stand if you want to, which I will bring it down just a little bit. And you can clip it around his waist, or, whatever you want to do with it. So there he is. So there he is on the that base, and I have him in a horrible pose on there. He's kind of just plain posed on that, but I just wanted to show that, you can clamp that onto him. You can get him into a lot of great poses, but I just didn't pose him to put him on there. I just put him like he was standing. So for his next accessories, he comes with a ton of different hands, which I will pop off. And these hands are very rubbery. They're, they're very soft, and they pop off pretty easily. Which is a good thing, because these pegs are really tiny, and I would hate to break them, if they popped off really hard there. So he does come with a watch, which, let's see if that picks that up there. And the time on the watch says 1:12. I think that was a really nice nod there. And you can pop that on like that. Which, if you have his suit the way it's laying, you won't see it. But you can put that on either wrist. He comes with a right pointing finger. He comes with a left middle finger, which is my favorite out of all of the alternate hands. I just really like that. I wish he came with a right middle finger as well. So, up next, he comes with a left hand with two pointing fingers. He's pointing like that direction, like move that way. Or I suppose you could also take that as like a, using his fingers as a gun type thing. So you could use that for either. He comes with a wide right trigger finger. This hand is bigger to hold the bigger guns. He comes with a left gripping hand for the sniper rifle. And I'll go ahead and show that off. Here is the sniper rifle. and it is done in an all gold colored plastic, and it looks very nice. It has some really nice sculpting detail to it. But yeah, it looks really nice, and you can disassemble this, which I will show in just a second. And it also comes with a second ammo clip here. I guess if you lose this one or just need an extra one, you do have that. There he is with the sniper rifle in both hands. There he is looking through the scope of the sniper rifle, and due to him having this suit, you really can't get him, posed all the way with it. You can't get it exactly up to his head so he can look through the scope. I mean, you can get him looking kinda through it, but not the greatest. He also comes with a muzzle flare that you can attach to the end of any of the guns. So there you can have it shooting a bullet. I love the translucent yellow plastic they use for this, and then the gold for the bullet. That looks really nice. I forgot to mention that earlier. Up next, he comes with his boombox. And it also has some really nice sculpt detail to it. And all the buttons on the top. And the handle does come up so he can hold it, of course. You can also use the trigger finger to hold the boombox. Now here is the really awesome part. You push back on it and open it up, and it has a place to put all of the sniper rifle. You can take it apart and put it in here, and I think that's awesome. And it also comes with an extra piece of foam here, so that you can put different weapons in it. The other guns that he comes with. I am going to show the sniper rifle in here. So you just take this apart like so. You just put this down here. And it fits kind of loosely until you get the other pieces in here. You take this piece off and put it right in there. You take the scope off. You put it right beside that. And the back of the gun, it does tend to want to fall off, so that can be a bit irritating at times. You put the back of the gun right there. And with this, honestly, you could use the gun just like this. I think it looks nice just like that. So that gives you another display option for this figure. But you remove the ammo clip there. And put the gun in like that. You put the ammo clip right there. And there, you have his boombox that also doubles as his weapon carrier. And like I said, it comes with a different piece of foam so that you can put other weapons in there, like the other guns that he comes with. So I thought that was incredible. I was blown away by that. That is one of the most awesome accessories I have ever seen on an action figure. And if you want to, you can put this other ammo clip in there. It's kind of loose, but it'll stay once you close it. So there is his boombox / sniper rifle carrier. I've also never seen a gun that disassembles like that. That is just awesome. So I'll go ahead and set the boombox back there. Before I show the rest of the hands, I did want to show this other gun that he comes with in this hand, because it's a bigger gun, so it's meant for that hand. So here is this gun. It looks really nice. It's got some really great sculpt detail to it. But I'm not sure what the original color was. I want to say it was just silver or black maybe. And something that is really awesome. You get a removable ammo clip with this. And you do get a second one here. You get a second one. So again, probably if you lose it or misplace it or something like that, you'll have another. But that is really awesome. And it stays put in there. It won't come loose or anything like that. But you can do that, and that looks really nice. I wanted to show that muzzle effect. There it is shooting the bullet. There he is holding that gun with that effect on there, and that looks very nice. He comes with 2 smaller trigger fingers for the smaller gun here, so you can have him holding it in either hand. And I'm not sure what type of gun this is. But again, it also has some really nice sculpt detail to it. And there is a bigger muzzle effect, which is way bigger than the other, that I put on this one. So you can have that on there like that. Though that does weight it down, because this is a very light accessory, and then you put this heavy effect on the end, and it does kind of droop like that. There he is holding it in his right hand, and there he is holding it in his left hand. He comes with a wide open left hand, which you can put, I guess these things are supposed to be like grenades, I want to say. He comes with 2 of them, and they have a skull sculpted on them, and they look really nice. They're identical. There's nothing different about either of them. You just include 2, which I wish he had an open right hand as well, so you could have one for each hand. But this fits in his hand really well. And since this is so big, that's why his hand is so wide. So there he is holding that. And for his last pair of hands, he comes with the gripping hands for his sword. Now, this is the sword and the sheath. It has black wrappings to it, and it's gold. It has a real strap. It looks really nice. And you can also take this off, but I'm afraid I'll break it. So what I do is I just pop this head off and just slide this over it. I find that a lot easier to do than, you know, risking breaking this, because I definitely don't want to break this figure. And the sword itself has some nice black sculpting to the handle, and it has a gold blade. And this is probably my favorite weapon for him. That and the sniper rifle. He can hold it in either hand. There he is with the sheath over his shoulder there. And I suppose if you want to, you could put it around his waist too, but his waist is a lot thinner, so I don't know if it'd stay on there. So there's what that looks like. He comes with this gold Mezco bag, and it looks really nice. It has a real zipper on it. It has 2 handles for him to carry it like that, or you can put it over his shoulder. And you can see inside there it has some gold stitching to it. And what I did was I put this little guy in there. So there he is in the bag with it zipped up a little bit. Now this zipper, let's get that to focus in there. The zipper is extremely tiny. So I just push it with my fingernail like that, because I'm afraid if I actually grip it that I'll break it off just because it's tiny. And as I said before, this is definitely a figure I do not want to break. I mean, I don't want to break any of my figures, but, you know, this is a very limited figure. So it's not like, you know, fixing it would be easy. There he is, holding the bag by its handles. And here it is over his shoulder, which I got it over the sheath strap. So you can put both of them on there at the same time if you'd want to. And there he is with that. Which I suppose you could also put all of his alternate hands and weapons in that. He does come with a baggie for that. That definitely helps because he has so much accessories. But I guess if you wanted to, you could put him down in this bag. He comes with this gold piece of ribbon. And I'm not actually sure what this is for, because it has some bendy wire in the top of it. I don't know if it's meant to just like drape around his shoulder like that. I don't know what this is actually for, but this is, I guess it's an accessory. If you know what this is for, just leave a comment down below. He comes with his hoverboard. And it came with a sticker sheet that you could put on there. Which I wanted to say, I also put some of the stickers on the back of his boombox here. I put the Rumble Society sticker on there. This Vortex Anarchy symbol. For the hoverboard, I put the Frankenstein sticker on there. The Area 51 official use only. The F-bomb. And the I Heart Coffee. Now Gomez has magnets in his feet. Right here where the magnets are at in his board that attach to the board. And you can have him like that. You'll probably want to use that base to get him, you know, in some really epic poses on this. But there he is on that hoverboard. And it stays very well, especially if you get it just in the center there. That's why there was a blank space there where there were no stickers, is because that's where the magnets were at. So yeah, I really like that. And for his final accessory, he comes with a different head sculpt. And this is an 18 karat gold plated head sculpt. And it looks so good. As you can see, it is very shiny. And man, this just looks incredible. I love this head sculpt so much. I like it a lot more than this, because, you know, this is just cast in a gold color. This is actual gold. Well, it's gold plated, but you get my point. But yeah, that looks incredible. And this is my favorite head sculpt for the figure, is this one. I just can't get over how great this looks. So now we'll take a look at his suit here. And his suit is done in an all black color. I think it was originally the inside was gray and this was black. I know the original release was a little different. And he has a yellow body. He does have this shirt underneath, this button-up shirt underneath, which I guess you could take this off if you wanted to. But, you know, it'll just be his button-up shirt under this. I prefer to leave it just like that. As I was posing this around, I noticed that his tie is connected to like an elastic band, I want to say. So if you pull it like that, it will just set right back into place, which I really like that. I think that's really nice. And he does have a plastic belt. I thought this was a real belt, but no, it's actually just a plastic sculpted on belt. And it is held on by some little pieces of thread right there, as you can see. And I think it looks nice. I was just surprised that this was a plastic belt with everything else being fabric. And there are his pants. And you get down here to his shoes, and I really like his gold shoes. They look really nice. They have some nice texturing to them, as well as some sculpt detail. It has a little bit of paint there. All the paint came out really nice. You get the Mezco logo there. And you even get the Mezco logo right there on the bottom of his feet, on each foot. It has sculpted soles as well as that Mezco M right there, and that looks really nice. I noticed when I was posing it around that he also has Mezco socks, which is a really awesome added detail, because, you know, you really won't notice that. But when I was posing him around and stuff, I noticed that he had those on, and I think that's really awesome. So now let's go ahead and go over Gomez's articulation. I won't switch the head out, but I will show it right here. It does have a little bit of a different articulation. The antenna on this head sculpt, they're ball jointed, so you can get them moving side to side, up and down, all around. You know, you can get it moving all around. So this one does have more articulation, but since this one is the gold head sculpt, the antennas do move just side to side. They don't move up or down or anything, they just move side to side slightly. He has a ball jointed head and neck that can look up all the way. He can look down all the way. He can move his head side to side, and you do get some pivot. Now, sometimes when you move the head around, the neck will shift. Since it's a ball jointed head and neck, that will shift to the side a little bit, and you'll have to straighten it up there. He has ball jointed shoulders that can move out all the way. He has swivel at the bicep that can move side to side just slightly. The fabric does hinder that a little bit, but I'm not going to force that. He has a double jointed elbow that can bend in that far. The fabric does hinder that just slightly. He could bend in just a little bit more if he didn't have this on. He has a swivel right here in the wrist that can move side to side. And then he has the ball jointed wrist that can move up and down and side to side. And one thing I did want to mention is you can only move his arms up that much. You can't move them up any farther than that. Any farther than that and you'll risk ripping the suit, which is something you really do not want to do. So I mainly just leave him, you know, I want him in an epic pose, but I don't leave him in that pose where his arms are going to be out like that. He has a ball jointed diaphragm that can move back all the way. And it can crunch forward all the way. And he also has a ball jointed waist too. So you can get him crunching forward even more and back even more. He has ball jointed hips that can surprisingly do a complete split. He can kick forward all the way. You can get him doing that. He can kick back just slightly. He has swivel at the thigh that can move side to side. Double jointed knee that can bend in all the way. And he has ball jointed ankles that can move down all the way, up all the way, and can also function as a rocker. So now, let's do some size comparisons. First up, here he is next to my very first Mezco, the Mezco Suicide Squad Harley Quinn. And I still absolutely love this figure. So now I have two Mezco figures. But there she is next to him. Here he is next to the 1000 Toys Hellboy figure. And they scale pretty nicely together. There he is next to the DC Multiverse Superman figure. Superman's leaning just a little bit. But if he's standing straight, he scales pretty well with him as well. Here he is next to the Pizza Spider-Man Marvel Legend figure. And you can see that he is just a little bit taller, but I really don't mind. I mean, you know, that's mainly just because of his head there. So, there he is next to Spider-Man. And finally, there he is next to the NECA Ultimate Pennywise figure. And Pennywise is way taller than him. But honestly, I think if you were taking pictures, you could really get him in there, you know? I think you could make it work. So, overall, this figure is absolutely amazing. My favorite action figure that I owned was originally, first it was the Mezco Harley Quinn, and then the 1000 Toys Hellboy dethroned it. And now this Gold Gomez figure has dethroned Hellboy as my favorite action figure that I own. It is just incredible. You know, the articulation is great. The accessory count is insane, you know. You get so many accessories, it's not even funny. You get that mystery Mezit, you get the mini grub. It is just such an amazing, insane figure. Like, words cannot describe how great it is. So, thank you, Mezco, you know, for sending me this, for being one of the, like I said, I think it was 12, of one of the 12 winners worldwide. Also, congrats to the other winners. But yeah, this is such an amazing figure. So, that's my review. If you like this review, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.